after passing away.
That God forbid something like this happens to me, but the favor's returned, and that somebody takes me back to my wife.
Clark received a final tribute Nurse Honor Guard ceremony.
It was everything she deserved.
And Richardson feels honored herself that she was able to be there for Clark.
I feel like I met her and I knew her and I grieved her all in such a short amount of time.
It's taken a decade, but the Clarks are finally back together, all thanks to two women who were dumpster diving. In Enid, Kayla McDermott, News 7.
Xenia city leaders said they have a plan to remove an invasive fish from Shawnee Park. Now, it's called big head carp and said that it's living in the pond. Leaders said the carp is hurting other fish and the entire ecosystem. The city plans to remove the fish by adding an electric current to the water.
It's just a temporary shock to temporarily stun the fish there so they can capture them.
They do catch the fish. What happens to them from there?
The big head carp right there, they will be removed and euthanized.
It's going to take 2 days to clear the fish, so no one will be able to fish at the park until Friday. And tonight we're learning more about what led workers from Miami County's animal shelter to that Troy home where they rescued more than 30 dogs. Shelter Director Rob Kraft says they became aware of the now condemned home when 2 dogs were brought to the shelter. Based on the dog's behavior, he said they knew something was wrong. The shelter did an inspection at the house and the next day found the rest of the animals.
The home was really in deplorable condition. There was a lot of dog feces and urine throughout the entire house. The ammonia smell was really, just overwhelming at times.
He said 16 charges of negligence have been filed against the dog's owners, and the shelter is now getting all the dogs ready for adoption. A Danish company is now using ChatGPT to help the blind. It's created an app called Be My Eyes that connects someone who can't see with one of millions of sighted volunteers. They can send a photo and then through the app's image-to-text generator, have someone explain what they're seeing.
It tends to be in daily situations like when I'm cooking food and want to have a look at tents.
The app already translates around 180 languages.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast with Chief Meteorologist McCall Vrydaghs.
Such a beautiful day, and it feels like it's only going to get better.
Yes, and actually it's going to get even better as we head into the next couple of days. Sunshine is back in the forecast for tomorrow, and warmer temperatures will follow. So let me break down what we can expect as we wrap up the second half of this week. Today's temperatures, we climbed into the 70s, and we're going to be looking at another warm day like that for tomorrow. So sunshine and warm temperatures for us on Wednesday with highs back to about the mid-70s. I am looking ahead to the weekend. That's when I do see the chance for rain coming back into the Miami Valley. It is not going to be a heavy rainfall or a washout, but it does come in with a cold front. And once that front passes through, we are going to be cooler as we get into next week. And when I say cooler, we're talking more seasonably cool. Temperatures for the next few days are going to stay in the 70s, but then that front comes in and you can see we are back to the 50s and 60s right on through the end of next week. That's more like it for what we should see in the middle of April. All right, there's a look outside right now. You can see in Troy, it is quiet for us. Not even a breeze for us as we head out late tonight into early tomorrow morning. It is going to be a chilly night, though, as we fall to a low around 51 degrees. Cool enough early tomorrow morning that a jacket is probably a good idea for the kids at the bus stop. But by the afternoon, it's going to be warm again like today. So it's t-shirt and shorts type of weather. Here's your hour-by-hour planner for your Wednesday. We'll climb quickly from the 50s in the morning through the 60s by 10 a.m. and then almost to 70 by lunchtime. We're into the 70s after that, 74 by 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And then the sun goes down and the temperatures will cool rather quickly. After school tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, if there are practices or games after school this week, the weather is going to be nice for that, as well as if you're going to head to the Dragons game tomorrow night. First pitch is at 7:05, 72 degrees at first pitch, cooling as we head throughout the innings. By the end of the game, it'll probably be chilly enough that you're going to want to have that at least another extra layer. Here's just another look at that 10-day temperature trend that I showed you a few moments ago. You can see through Saturday of this weekend into the mid-70s, and then we cool as that front comes through. And that's going to give us a way to that chance for a couple of pop-up showers on Saturday. And then Sunday morning, you may wake up with a little bit of some wet weather as well. Here's the 7-day forecast. As we get past the weekend, we will dry out. But Monday right now does look to be windy. Highs in the 50s, back to 60s on Tuesday.
Sponsored by Moore's Home in Ashley.
This week, our 7th Circle of Kindness will host a food drive benefiting Miami Valley Meals.